Hey guys, welcome back to Rosa Battalion. I'm Chris.
And I'm Nino, and today is day 2, and you are here for a treat.
Today we have some Lee Enfield bayonets.
Bayonets! Lanefield?
Yeah, Lee Enfield.
Is this like the
This is a
Mach 4?
No, this is a 1907 pattern sword bayonet used during both World Wars for the SMLE short magazine Lee Enfield.
I know one, guys. I know this one. This one is really sweet. This one here is the why didn't my spike bayonets? Have I got it right?
Yeah, spike bayonet, number 4 spike bayonet.
Okay, so there you go. I knew something was number
4.
But
the interesting
Mach
thing
4.
that connects these bayonets is they're both for the same rifle. Well, not the exact same rifle, but they're for the same rifle.
So not the exact same model, but the same rifle. So both different version of the Linfield?
Yeah. So before we get into the specs about the different rifles, let's go into the bayonets. First, this is a...
Can I ask a question before anything else?
Yes.
You know, you're going straight away into the detail, but can you tell us a little bit about, when bayonet starts, when they start using it? Do you know anything about that?
Well, the word bayonet is believed to originate from the French town of Bayonne, and originally bayonets, back in the 16th and 17th centuries, it was too difficult and it took too long to reload your musket, so it's better to put on a bayonet. But because you had no intent of reloading the musket, the original bayonets back in the 1600s were called plug bayonets. So instead of going under the barrel, they literally plugged into the barrel.
Just like pushed in.
Yeah, just like pushed into the barrel.
Wow. And was there better, design?
Well, it pretty much just turned your gun into a pike that you could use.
Fair enough.
But I mean, back then it took easily over a minute to reload a musket.
So I presume this, late 1700s, 1800s, into probably World War I was used a lot, especially in trench warfare.
And during the Napoleonic Wars, one of the most important things was that if you couldn't reload your musket in time and the enemy were in front of you, the most important thing you had was the length for your rifle and then the length for your bayonet. That's why, and this carried on up until World War I, with bayonet charges still being an important thing. And, for example, many World War I bayonets are longer, but the Lee Enfield bayonet from World War I, so the sword bayonet here,
longer than this,
is 16 inches, but there are some French ones that are like 40 inches. So, like...
Man, I think that one is already too big, in my opinion. This one here, I can see, putting in the rifle, and I can see the use, maybe easy to maintain, easy to use. Yeah, again, isn't it? Bayonet is not like the primary, isn't it? It's like
it's more of a secondary.
Less resource.
It's better than reloading. That's for sure.
If someone's close to you, there is.
Yeah, if you run next to someone, like demonstration, you're insert random country, aka Germany.
I'll just put my hands up and say, no.
And then
take me prisoner.
And then you go there, and then done for. As for this particular one, it is a 1944 dated one with a War Department stamp, just like the both of shells from yesterday.
Now you know what it is
excellent condition with a leather and metal scabbard. Has a really beautiful sound, and is probably one of my pinnacle pieces of my collection. Definitely.
Yeah, Chris is very lucky. You have no one but you. And can you tell me more about this one? So this was 1907 sword bayonet.
Yeah.
Many used in World War I.
Yeah, that's
and this is the one that was used on World War II.
Yeah, so when World War II began, just before the war, Britain adopted a new strategy of having a small but highly trained army. And that meant they, rather than having mass production, the British Army of the 1930s, just before World War II, was very focused on quality. So they kept on using these better quality, better made bayonets and the better made SMLE rifles. Problem is, one, the SMLE, while how good it is really expensive. Especially for when it comes to the bayonet, which adds quite a lot to the cost. So they made massive changes to the sights and everything. And they decided to make this.
It's almost like a ceremonial thing, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing. I know it was also practical.
They made they made so what they made is like, you know, less practicality and expensiveness. Why don't we make what the British soldiers called a pig sticker? Because of it's literally just looks like a steak that you would use at a barbecue. That's why it's called a pig sticker.
I saw as well a documentary that people used to actually roast the actually food on it. You know? Yeah. So that's the reason they come from there too.
Yeah. You know, but it's very simple. You just twist it onto the end of your barrel, and then it's there to go. A lot shorter than this one. And obviously, yeah. So still a very effective thing, but it is in the end just a piece of it's just a nail, pretty much.
Christopher, can you share with our amazing subscribers? You said this was quite interesting. I didn't know exactly what it's there for.
So an interesting thing is that so bayonets and fighting knives, they always have this groove, and it's called a blood groove. And basically, if I stab someone, so like this say went there, if I stab someone, they're not going to immediately start dying from the wound. They're still going to be conscious and be able to maybe fight me with a blade just stuck in them. It would hurt, but I mean, they could fight me back. So how do I make them die quicker? Which is kind of a very messed up question to say, but you know, how do I make them die quicker?
After all,
so these grooves let the blood flow out of their wound the second it goes in.
Oh wow, that is painfully knowledge there.
So very painful. And one reason it's called a sword bayonet is not just because of the length, but also because of it's very well known fact that in British Army doctrine and training manuals, they did also train certain troops how to use it as a sword. So you can use it.
Christopher have done a few months of fencing, and we saw this really interesting fact that it was two officers decided to do a duel, and it was a bayonet fencing, isn't it? Something like that. The people are crazy. This thing there's some
counts of duels with these before the First World War, but yeah.
Also, today, as yesterday, we have a little bonus item, another item for Christopher's collection. So
and we have.
Let's have a look what it is.
A very suspicious package.
Suspicious package. There's a way to open.
And what we have is a 1941 dated British Army clasp knife. Now, these were used all the way from before World War I up until the 1990s with many different designs of the cactus meowed.
Cats again, no, they want to be quiet. I'm gonna have to put a little
every time.
Christopher, I think I have to put a little,
picture of him.
Chair. No, chair. I think I'll put a little chair here. Put it here in a uniform, a little helmet, and he can sit and take part in the videos. What do you think?
But
if you like the idea, please share. Please comment down below, yeah.
But these British Army knives, so they were not to all troops, but they were very common amongst troops. They would be tied around your waist on your trousers like this. So you tie it around your waist with a bit of rope. This in particular is 1941 dated. It's one of the later World War II ones. It is a 3-part knife that has a marlin spike. So in addition to being a normal like crafting knife to craft stuff, it can also be used as a fighting knife if you really desperately need to use it as one.
So also I saw once in a video someone opening like a tin, like oil tin or like a diesel or gasoline, and they just made a couple of holes with that kind of thing.
Another reason for it, other than hand-to-hand combat, is that before the jerry can, oil was kept in canisters with thin foil tops, so you'd crack it open like a normal can. And so that's why a lot of armored crews actually got these.
That's amazing.
So yeah, that is.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming back. We got some incredible items to come from Christopher's museum. I mean, it's his collection, but we all call AKA Christopher's museum because it's awesome. The contractors managed to do a lot more today.
Yeah.
A couple of extra layer paint maybe. Well, I'm kidding. They're still like the same place. But they're gonna get it done by the next weekend, and then hopefully we can start filming Christopher's bedroom. That'll be really good.
But anyway, so see you tomorrow, and let's go.
See you tomorrow, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Also, if you're watching, paying attention, a hype button comes in front of you, press the hype button because it will help us a lot, okay? Anyway, have a lovely evening, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 3. Take care.
See you
Bye.
Tomorrow.